Dinosaurs, Chapter 1, Dawn of the Beasts. Millions of years ago, in a world vastly different from anything humans could imagine, there existed a vast land called Terra Primordia. This was not only home to prehistoric dinosaurs but also the battlefield of hybrid creatures, beasts that defied all natural laws of evolution with their incredible power. These hybrid dinosaurs were not creations of human hands. They were the result of natural genetic mutations, driven by harsh environments and brutal survival competition. Some species could fly great distances despite weighing tons, while others had armor-like skin or extraordinary regenerative abilities. However, no evolution exists in peace forever. A great war was about to break out, a battle that would decide the fate of this entire ecosystem. Chapter 2, The Rise of the Tyrant. In the Red Valley, considered the center of power in Terra Primordia, the Tyrannofang, an advanced evolution of the T-Rex with razor-sharp fangs and the speed of a velociraptor, was expanding its territory. Leading the pack was Zar, a colossal Tyrannofang with black scales and blazing red eyes. Zar was not just a powerful predator but also a formidable strategist. He knew that to dominate Terra Primordia, he had to eliminate the most dangerous rivals. And among them, the most fearsome was Stormwing, a hybrid of Quetzalcoatlus and Carnotaurus, a creature with a wingspan of over 20 meters and the ability to dive at lightning speed. Zar gathered his pack and ordered an attack on Stormwing's territory. He knew that if he could seize his rival's nest, he would control the skies of Terra Primordia. Chapter 3, The Clash of Sky and Land. Stormwing was not one to be easily defeated. When Zar and his Tyrannofang pack invaded his territory, Stormwing rallied the Sky Raptors, a hybrid species of Pteranodon and Utahraptor, to fight back. In the sky, these winged warriors swooped down like living arrows, attacking with razor-sharp claws and steel-hard beaks, but Zar had anticipated this. He commanded his strongest Tyrannofangs, those who had evolved nearly impenetrable skin, to form a solid defense. As the Sky Raptors dove in, they were immediately intercepted by precise and deadly strikes. Meanwhile, on the ground, the other Tyrannofangs were tearing through the forest, driving Stormwing toward the western mountains. But Stormwing was not alone. He summoned the Hell Spikes, a hybrid of Stegosaurus and Ankylosaurus, creatures with bone armor as hard as metal and tails lined with deadly spikes. The battle quickly turned into a nightmare as the Hell Spikes charged into Zar's forces, crushing invaders with their immense strength. Zar realized that this battle would not end as quickly as he had hoped. Chapter 4, The Arrival of the Demon. Amid the raging war, a deafening roar echoed across Terra Primordia. Both Zar and Stormwing froze, sensing the presence of an even greater threat. Dreadnova, a legendary hybrid of Spinosaurus, Giganotosaurus, and an unknown entity. Dreadnova was the embodiment of destruction. His body stretched nearly 30 meters, his dark, spiked skin glowing ominously in the shadows. He possessed the sheer power of a Spinosaurus, the agility of a Giganotosaurus, and the cunning intelligence of an apex predator. Dreadnova charged into the battlefield, turning both sides into his prey. A single swipe of his claws could tear a Tyrannofang in half, while a tail whip could bring down a swarm of Sky Raptors. Realizing the danger, Zar and Stormwing were forced to make a bold decision, to unite against Dreadnova. Chapter 5, The Final Battle. Zar and Stormwing led their remaining forces against the monstrous titan. Stormwing soared high, diving at supersonic speeds, relentlessly striking at Dreadnova's eyes and neck. Meanwhile, Zar and his surviving Tyrannofangs attacked from the sides, aiming for the monster's legs and vulnerable underbelly. Dreadnova roared in fury, knocking down multiple enemies at once. But Stormwing and Zar refused to back down. In a decisive moment, Stormwing dived straight at Dreadnova's head, his dagger-like beak piercing through the monster's skull. Dreadnova let out one final, earth-shaking roar before collapsing, shaking the entire land as he fell. Chapter 6, A Temporary Peace. With Dreadnova's death, Terra Primordia returned to temporary peace. But both Zar and Stormwing knew that this peace could not last forever. One day, another monster would rise, and the war would begin anew, but today, at least, they could stand tall as warriors who had survived the war of the hybrid dinosaurs.